Hey guys, today I'm gonna be doing something different. I didn't get any comments on my video asking for this, so I am going to read a couple of my fics that I've written, and if you guys like it, I'll do more. I'll read somebody else's if you suggest it. Yeah, hope you enjoy. Creativity Twins Angst, and this is a human at you. The Prince twins were a special pair. They did everything together as children, but as they grew up, they moved further and further apart. One day, both their friends group decided to go to the beach. One boy that was friends with both of the twins, Virgil, suggested that they all go together and get to know each other. Remus and Roman said it was a terrible idea, but the rest didn't. They thought it could be a good way to get to know each other as they'd all planned it anyway. On the way, the twins said nothing as they walked, surprising their friends as they were usually quite dramatic and obnoxious in the words of Logan. The reasoning for their quietness was upsetting, to say the least. Roman and Remus didn't have a good childhood. Their parents were abusive and manipulative. But enough on that for now. Once the group got to the beach, they made their way down to the sands. Remus and Roman were slightly hesitant, but tried to keep this from their friends. They spent hours at the beach, talking and getting close. Everyone had at least gotten into their swim kit. Everyone except the Prince twins, that is. They didn't have any, therefore didn't bring them. Pan was disappointed when they said they forgot them. Logan was confused on how, and Virgil was suspicious, but didn't say anything. Janice, however, he knew something was up. He was extremely good at reading through people's eyes. He could immediately tell that they were. He pulled them aside after Patton had convinced Logan and Virgil to go in the water with him. "What is up?" Janice asked, passive-aggressively. The twins kept trying to convince him it was nothing, but he didn't believe it. No, he didn't let the twins see this. Janice pretended to be convinced, as he had conducted a plan. He would wait a while before picking one of the twins up and walking towards the water without actually dropping them. He had thought they just couldn't swim, and if he did this, they would just admit it. What happened surprised all of them. Janice had picked Remus up after about an hour of waiting. He started walking towards the water and felt Remus freeze up and start shaking. "Remus?" he said, confused at the reaction. Remus didn't see this. Roman had also begun to shake. He was more scared for Remus than himself at this point, though his body was frozen as he tried to move to help him. Remus just grabbed onto Janice more and started to call over Roman in a tone that no one had heard Remus use before. Fear. At the calling of his name, Roman got up and made his way over to taking Remus and going as far from the water as he could without leaving the sight of their friends. Virgil had been the first to realize what Remus was having and ran over to them. "Remus, I need you to copy my breathing." Virgil then began to help Remus steady his breathing before turning to Roman and giving him a worried, confused look. Roman looked back at Virgil and down at Remus before replying. "PTSD" was all he said, and that was enough to make Virgil gasp. "What? How? When? Why?" were only a few of the many questions that came from Virgil and the others that had then come over by then. "Guys, I really can't deal with questions right now. I need to help Remus." The yell from Roman was enough to quieten the others. He then leant down to Remus and made sure he was alright, bringing him into a hug. Then he began to say things that made no sense to the others, but were calming somehow to Remus. "It's fine, they're gone. We're dry, nothing can hurt us. And I'm here, away from the water," were some of the things. After about 10 minutes, Remus was able to talk and stand without falling because of shaking. "I believe I may know what just happened." And that was Logan. He was able to deduce from the small bits of information he had that earlier, just Remus or both the twins had severe PTSD. One of the triggers being water or the ocean, and that there is a specific person or people that may have caused it. He was, of course, right. He was the smartest person in the group, so nobody was surprised. Remus didn't want to talk about it, so Roman was left to explain. "We didn't have a good childhood. Our parents weren't exactly nice. Favoritism towards me was evident, and one day we came out to them. It's gay, and it didn't end well. They took us to the back garden and tried to drown us." Roman was in tears by the end and had started to shake again. Hey, breathe, Ro," Remus said while grabbing his brother's hand to show he was still there. "We got separated while it was happening, so if the water trigger hits, we have to be able to see each other, or go into us thinking it'll happen again. The memories merge with reality. Roman finished up, sitting up. So, maybe no more rooms added, not wanting to make Roman feel he didn't care. That was met with all of them in agreement that they would stay away from water. So with that, Janice and Logan went to get the stuff while Pat and Virgil stayed with the twins to make sure they knew they weren't alone. And that's the end. It was 949 words. Hope you enjoyed, and I will do more if you want me to.